Hi everybody, I'm Randy.
And I'm Diane.
And we're Zephyr Travels.
And in this week's video, we do something special. We take the dogs to be rattlesnake trained. We decided that it might be a good idea since last year we were advised that once it gets warm in the Southwest, that is when the rattlesnakes start to come out. So we thought it would be a good idea, since the way the dogs behave and are very inquisitive when they're on a hike or on a walk, that it would be a good idea to get them snake trained.
Yeah, so we chose Rattlesnake Ready in Cave Creek. They came very highly recommended to us. Though they didn't sponsor this video, we thought they did a great job and would highly recommend them to anybody out there. So let's get right to the video.
Okay.
Hi guys.
Hey puppies. Alright, I slapped these on them.
You want their harnesses off?
You can leave mine.
Okay.
This one.
Do her first. She's
Sure.
easier to deal with.
Hi, sweetheart.
That's Zephyr.
Hi, Zephyr.
It's okay.
I know, so I keep it away from me.
Come here.
You guys got some fluff to get through, so these are going to be a little high and tight.
Yep. As we noticed when we were putting the one on, it kind of adjusted to keep them tight.
Yeah. These guys just have a lot of insulation, so it's going to be more near the chin. And it'll feel pretty snug, but that's not once it needs to connect for it to work the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So hopefully that's good enough there. Otherwise, the video will be a little extra exciting. I won't, really rare, but every once in a while it's not quite snug enough on a fluffier dog, and that's where if they go up to the snake and I'm clicking away and they're just not feeling it, then we just yell at them, get them off the snake, tighten the collar, and then we'll set it up in a new spot and try all over again. But I'm pretty good at getting them on right the first time, but I know if I say it's not going to be a problem, it might happen.
It's okay.
Good job. You're okay, Daddy's right there.
It's about twice as thick.
I noticed that, yeah, a little bit denser. You should be good there.
He's not a typical Arizona dog.
No, I bet.
No, they're from the Northeast, so.
Okay, yeah, that makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so my name is Cody, and we operate a facility. We actually call the property Rattlesnake Ranch AZ. Our dog training, we have a different business name. It's called Rattlesnake Ready, and I started that about 10 years ago. We train dogs to avoid rattlesnakes, help keep them safe in the desert. They don't always understand rattlesnakes are dangerous, and so just like anything new, they want to go up and sniff it, and we basically convince them that's a bad idea with rattlesnakes. That's for the new dogs. So we've got 2 live rattlesnakes. They're both muzzled, so they can't bite. It is safe for them to go up and sniff them if they want to. And that's the problem, is most dogs are happy to, which is what keeps us so busy, unfortunately. So that's where when they do inevitably get too close to the snake, that's when I give them a little sting with the collar. They typically blame the snake for where that came from, and then are very quickly convinced to back off. Some double check, go back for more, and if they are more curious than average, we just keep doing it until they get it. But usually 1 to 2 is all it takes, and they're pretty much convinced to leave the snake alone. Okay. So after that first snake, we do a scent and a sound step to kind of build on that. There's a shed skin from a rattlesnake. We'll let them sniff out and teach them that's a bad smell. And then I've got a speaker hidden in some bushes. I'll make sure they know to run from rattling if they ever hear that noise pop up around them. Then we show them a big snake at the very end. Usually by that point, they are voluntarily avoiding it. So if they're doing a good job staying away from it and are scared, then we're good to go. And the message is clear, and they're ready for a future rattlesnake encounter.
Okay.
So throughout the process, you guys get to be out there with them and involved the whole time. You can pet them and praise them at any point. They're not doing anything wrong or being a bad dog. They're just learning rattlesnakes aren't fun to get close to. So feel free to do that. And then whenever I go to bring the snake out or put it away, I'll have you distract them so they don't see me, handling it and all that. And again, the big one, just like the first one too, they're both muzzled, so they can't get their mouth open. And we do that with special medical tape that's safe for the snakes, doesn't harm them, but they can't get their mouth open to hurt these guys. And that's pretty much it. It is all fenced in out there, so you can do, like I said earlier, if you want to do on leash for one or both, or off leash, you have both options, and we can switch it up as we go too. There might come times where we do want to put the leashes on them to do like a test where we pass the snake, see if they pull away from it. So I would maybe leave the harnesses on.
Yeah, then, definitely.
Just in case we need them. Yeah, that's basically it. So we'll go ahead and head out to the training area.
So one question, and especially with him.
Hey, buddy.
When we take hikes and such, and it's one of the biggest reasons why we wanted to do this. He has a tendency which I know is not good for rattlesnakes, to walk into bushes.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yep.
and I mean, he like walks right underneath them. So I don't know if we can incorporate that to make sure that he understands that too.
That's the thing is all the fun stuff is in the bushes. Like everything's looking for cover in the desert. So that's where, the lizards run into the bushes, bunnies, other dogs pee on the bushes. You got like just a huge amount of smells and interesting things associated with bushes. And rattlesnakes is one of the several things in that list. Okay. So that's where this won't necessarily discourage them from backing away from bushes, but if they see, smell, or hear rattlesnake in there, they absolutely should be getting out of there. Yes. So like the first snake will be by a boulder that's got a bush next to it. The speaker is hidden in bushes. So I mean, it'll help them be aware that there are sometimes bad things in the bushes. But yeah, I have to kind of clarify, like we're not teaching them to find rattlesnakes. We're teaching them if you do happen to see, smell, or hear one, get away from it. Yep. And that's where if there is one in the bush they happen to be in, hopefully that's where they catch wind of it in time and get out of there. And I say that too because, like, again, we're not teaching them to find them. It's if you find one, get away from it. Yep. So accidents can still happen if they're not paying attention. But luckily it's actually fairly rare that dogs like get bit just kind of walking by one or something. It's almost always in the face, and it's because they went up to investigate, which you'll probably see them do on this very first step. The little snake will be sitting there, and 9 times out of 10 the dog sees it and then wanders right up to it to see what it smells like, and that's where they typically get bit in the face in nature. Okay. Yeah, that's it. We're gonna head out and give them a minute to explore. Okay. All right, so basically real quick what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the first snake out by this boulder over here in the corner. Once I've got it on the ground, feel free to just let them go. And as I was saying just a second ago, don't say any commands, don't point the snake out. We're just here to kind of act oblivious because we want them to learn to avoid the snake, you know, all for their own good and on their own. So I'll be facilitating all that. So as soon as you see me set it down, I'll do a thumbs up, and you can let, you said Zephyr go. Yeah, and then you can walk him over afterwards.
Come on, Monty.
Boy. So if he does want to sniff it, just be sure to let him do it. Might take him a minute to notice it. Not super easy. Here we go. Whoa, here we go. Whoa, danger. Good job. Zephyr just kind of looked at it and walked away. Yeah, this... Good job, Zephyr. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on this one's name.
Monty.
Monty, okay. So Monty went right up to it there. And then let's see what Zephyr does. There we go. Whoa, danger. Good dogs. What happened?
Good boy.
So they both found it, both got close to it. I corrected them right as they were too close to it. And the nice thing is, like I said earlier, with the timing of that, they typically blame the snake. So neither of them should really want to get close to it again. Without forcing them, maybe walk by again with Monty and see if they stay away. We never force them up to it, but for testing purposes, it's good to walk by it and see if they pull away from it.
You want to go this way? Come on.
See, the snakes are pretty used to this. I'm going to just get it buzzing a little bit. These guys are pretty, sniffed by thousands of dogs. They're pretty used to being touched and all that. Good dogs. Yeah, they're both staying on the outside away from you, or other side of you away from the snake.
Good.
Good job, guys. What do you think, Zephyr? All right, call Zephyr first.
Zephyr, come here.
Come here.
Go see Mom.
Come on, come on.
Good job. She went around it. All right, so right behind me, under that cone over there, there's a shed skin from a diamondback. So as you guys saw inside, we have a big collection of rattlesnakes. Whenever they shed, we vacuum seal and freeze the skin, which basically preserves it. And then we're changing them out constantly for this training. So we know there's rattlesnake odor on it because it's not an old decayed one. It's under the cone. I'm going to go move the cone. It looks like a little piece of trash on the ground, but it's got traces of rattlesnake odor. If they do decide to go up and sniff it and bury their nose in it, we're going to reinforce that's a bad odor. If they want nothing to do with it, that means they actually already learned the scent from the real snake itself, and this is just kind of showing that. So it could go either way. May or may not have to correct them depending on what they do. There's usually a slight breeze going kind of toward the wall, so if you want to go to the left side and down below it, that might help them. I like to get them downwind if possible, just so they have an ability to smell it at a distance. Come on. Zephyr's right on top of it. Hasn't smelled it yet, just waiting for it. Gotta try approaching from that side.
Come on, guys.
Be a better camera angle for you anyway.
Come on, guys.
Go this way?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. Monty's on it. Whoa, you okay? Bad smell. Good boy. Zephyr just started to go and then changed her mind. You okay, Monty? Get out of there.
It's okay. Let's get
There we go. Good job, Zephyr.
Oh, it's okay. throw.
So skins are obviously harmless. The goal is to put in their head, even if you don't see the live snake, if you're picking up traces of one, still back off, assume it's danger, and stay away. Okay, without forcing them, walk by it again, see if they pull away from it. That should have made sense to them. They should give it space now as well.
Okay.
Maybe do one at a time.
Yep. Go ahead.
Come on, Zach.
If they'll let you. Yeah, you don't have to force them. Like I said, this is just testing. What is that, Zephyr? And again, the reason I don't mind you guys acting oblivious and even walking back to it, I know it seems like a mixed message, but the reality is there might be a snake hidden that you don't know about.
Right.
And we want to make sure that they know to avoid one that's there, even if you don't, if they do happen to detect it. She doesn't want to. If you go around and then down below it and then come back,
Okay.
might be a better camera angle, and they should pull away from it as you go by it.
Come on, Monty.
That's good. Just go down where it slopes a little bit and then come right back to it. Monty's like, I'm good, I don't want to go that way. Good job, Monty. Like, nope. Yeah, so you kind of hugged the bush line, I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah.
Good job, Zephyr.
Yeah.
It's going to happen now. There's a little Bluetooth speaker hidden in the bushes behind me here. And essentially what's going to happen, we have some really good quality rattlesnake recordings, several variations that I'm going to play a loud one, overwhelming one at first when they're right next to the bushes. This step's a little different. So unlike this step and the real snake where we just kind of acted oblivious, this one sells better if we get away from it and yell commands and stuff too. Do you use any commands with them, like leave it or no or off or back?
Yeah.
Do you use leave it?
Yeah or no.
Or no. No is just fine too. Yeah, and it's adding to the drama. That's not what's actually teaching them. When I play it, they're going to feel a little jolt. They'll think, ouch, that sound hurts, and they'll want to run from it. But anyway, right when you guys hear the rattling, yell no, and then back away yourselves too, and that's going to help sell it better. So I just got to activate it real quick, and then I'll have you bring them both together right to this spot by the bushes.
Monty's like, this is all full of tricks.
I know. Thinking this place is booby-trapped. All right, so see if you can get them both just anywhere near the bushes, ideally within a couple feet. Come on. It's designed to startle them, so it might be a little chaotic, but that's kind of the goal. So you can just hang out here with Zephyr, and then if you can bring Monty in a little closer. Good job, guys. Yeah. I'm going to delay it just a second, just so they don't think we took them here to scare them. So just pet them and talk to them for a minute. Good job, Zephyr. I'm just petting you.
Good boy, man. Good boy.
Good girl.
Okay.
All right, so I'll give you a countdown. This is usually when an airplane's going by. Hopefully the audio is not picking up on that. All right, here we go. 3, 2. Oh, watch out! No.
Good.
No, get away. Good dogs.
Good.
Hang on tight.
Good. Come here. Come on, over here. Good.
Good dogs. And they are through the worst of it now. Here's the little snake. Good job, Monty. You taking off? He says, there's an emergency exit over here. Let's go. Here's another little one. A little quieter. And then one more on the bigger snake. Good job, guys. There, you go. Pee on the rock. That'll make them feel better.
Good. You're doing good, Monty. You're doing very good.
All right, you're good. Go ahead and let them, see if you can get them to start coming this way, and either keep them on and head toward it, or you can let them go.
Wait a minute. Monty's coming. Okay.
Good dogs. See, I kind of go, wind's blowing this way right now, so actually that's great where Monty's coming from here. Atta boy, Monty, good job. Zephyr hasn't seen it yet. Still hasn't. There it is, watch out. Zephyr was in La La Land a little bit. Monty saw it and ran away.
He did it on his own?
He did that all on his own, yeah. So he, I don't know if hopefully one of your cameras picked it up. He slammed on the brakes right about where she is right now.
Yeah.
And then turned around and ran. And then Zephyr was behind, didn't really know what happened, kind of kept coming, wasn't looking at the ground. And then, I don't know if you noticed, if you rewatch that, right when she looked at it and realized it was there, I went ahead and got her. She probably would have backed off on her own, but anytime they're near it, it's another teaching opportunity, and I have to be consistent.
Yes.
So she got a little sting right there, right as she noticed it. You get it buzzing again. Actually, I'm going to get it out and moving. Let's let them watch it for a little bit. If they want to. I don't think they do, but now it's just kind of study time. Make sure they get plenty of exposure. Good job, Monty. Like how he ran to the total other side of the training area. the way I like to send them out of here. I don't know how you can set it up, but usually I like either get it to rattle or play that recording again right next to it and have everybody just flee out the gate over there. The last thing they'll remember is basically running from the snake to get to safety, and it's a good dramatic way to end it. So probably I'm imagining that one's going to be best for that. But see if maybe you can see if you can get both leashes and get them both kind of behind me over here. Yep. All right, here we go. So like I said, he kind of doesn't always rattle on command. I'm going to play that recording right next to him, and right when you guys hear it, just like you did with the speaker, just yell whatever command like no, and then rush him out that gate over there.
Okay.
All right, we ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 1, 2. Come on, let's go. No. Let's go. Good dogs, let's get out of there. All right. Hang on tight. I actually started this because I love reptiles, and so the snakes are very well cared for. If you ever want to come see the facility, the website for the zoo is called rattlesnakeranchaz.com, and we do tours, field trips. You can do a walkthrough visit, which is just general admission, and you can learn about them, and you can see for yourself that the training snakes that we use are well cared for, and yeah, they get a nice break after working basically about a day a week, even during our busiest season. Yeah. So they've got it pretty good, and yeah.
All right.
Pretty much it.
Thank you very much, Cody. I appreciate this. Yeah. I know our dogs are going to appreciate it.
Yeah.
In the future, maybe not today,
yeah.
but
not the most fun lesson, but it's a good one that makes them much wiser in the desert.
Good job, guys. You get something to show for that. There's some tips on the back of it we encourage you to read, and then all our contact info's on it as well. I didn't even mention the actual website for the dog training, but I don't know if you have
a way to shirt.
It is on the shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're posted in the video.
Great. So there's that for you.
Okay.
Awesome.
They did great. Hopefully, you got some good. They did great too. So, I mean, I'm not just saying that because they're your dogs, but that went about as smooth as it gets. Nobody argued with it. They all learned it quickly and efficiently, and yeah, hopefully, you got some good footage, and it's a fun video.
Okay.
Great.
We're
good job, guys.
Send you guys an email when we post it so you can check it
please
out.
all look for it. Yeah, we'll subscribe to your channel too because I just started mine and I know how that works now.
Yes, exactly.
Well, we hope you enjoyed that video. What do you think? Monty did really well in the training.
Yeah, we really think that he got it, and really...
Well, in fact, Monty, while editing the video, heard the snakes in the video and wanted to get out of the trailer. He was that well trained. Now, Zephyr, on the other hand...
She did well, and I think she got it. They do offer a refresher course, so maybe next time we're in the Southwest, we will have to take her back, and even Monty. But we really think he really learned very well and very quickly.
Yes.
We were very amazed at how quickly
they picked it up.
They picked it up, yes.
Yeah, the whole training is about a half hour, and so you saw most of it in the video, and they did pick it up very well. I just think Zephyr sometimes isn't quite as alert and paying attention to what she's around.
Or it could be that she may not hear as well, because
Yeah.
you really have to hear, you know, the rattling of the snake.
Right.
Once she heard that a little bit better, because if you notice in the video, she actually will walk up to the snake, but once she heard it, then she got it.
Yeah.
But Monty, yeah, each aspect of the training he took to very well.
Yes. So, if you like this video, what should they do?
Please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, Zephyr Travels.
We post new videos on a weekly basis with content like this and travel content and such, and we'd love to have you follow along in our adventures, right, Monty?
Yes.
So, in the next time, where will we see him? We will see him down the road. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Apparently Zephyr left.
Oh.
Good boy.